Welcome back to the Mountain Morning Show. We continue our conversation with Heber Valley Artisan Cheese. I have Grant and Russell Kohler here, and I'm eating it already because I got the goose de Liba right here in the pan. And I got to say, a personal tasting is the way to go. But you guys do tastings all the time.
We do. We actually have on the, people can come in and we always have cheeses out that they can try when they come in our store.
Right.
But second Friday of every month, we let people come in and be a cheese taster for the evening, and they get to try all of our upcoming cheeses or cheeses that we're experimenting with, as well as our frontline cheeses, and have a tour of the creamery, and it's really a great evening.
That is a lot of fun, and you're trying out some of Russell's new inventions. Always a good plan.
That's right. All sorts of crazy stuff.
He's progressive, man. He's thinking new things all the time. I mean, you never know what is going to be next.
Some of them are pretty scary.
Yeah. Has he done anything with caramel and cheese yet?
Haven't tried caramel yet. We've definitely been working on developing a good chocolate cheese, though.
Ooh, you'd see that. Now, Chelsea would really like that one. But I think we can do a salted caramel cheese.
We'll have to look at it.
That would be a great idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I got to say, honestly, once you've already had this one, you kind of already had the best.
You better have.
Really, what's the point of trying anything else? This is the goose de Liba, right? Is what it's called?
Goose de Liba.
Goose de Liba.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that cheese is designed not to melt, basically, so you can throw it in your non-stick frying pan. It browns up, gets a nice caramelized crust on the outside. It has a really nice light buttery flavor to it.
Let me grab it.
But that doesn't even feature any of our award winners. We have some of our award winners up front here.
Talk to me about that. How does one go about getting to the point of making a great cheese, taking it out, and having people try it? And get to and win awards for doing so.
For us, it starts with the milk. I mean, if we knew that if we started with the absolute premium quality milk, the best quality we could get, that's going to make the best cheese. And then once you've developed a recipe that you really like, it's a matter of submitting it. We have 3 award winners with the American Cheese Society, where they were competing up. There were 1,600 entries into the competition. And we came out with a national champion pepper jack with our Wasatch back jack, and 2 runners-up with a raw milk cheddar cheese featuring the natural flavors of our premium milk, and a Hispanic-style queso fresco with a green salsa we make ourselves pressed right into it. And so those 3 are all national awarded through the American Cheese Society. One of our newer cheeses, our vanilla bean cheddar, was named.
I like this. I've tried it already.
It's good stuff. It was named to the top 5 food trends of 2015 by the Fancy Food Show, which is very prestigious. They actually described it as a bite of vanilla ice cream that never melts.
That is a good way of putting it too, because it's exactly what it's like. It has a great vanilla flavor. It's really creamy. So yeah, I can see why they would say that.
Absolutely, they're phenomenal cheeses. You want to try some?
Absolutely.
We can go ahead and give you some samples.
Going here. All right, I'm going to grab some toothpicks.
You bet.
That's what they're for.
So you're going to want to
start with here.
Probably on this end with our queso fresco verde. That would be the mildest. This one features, like I mentioned, a green chili-based salsa that we make in-house. Has a really nice chili flavor, but not a lot of kick to it. That one's more of a mild cheese, but it has a really nice.
There's a little aftertaste of chili too.
Yep. And it melts beautifully. That's my best melting cheese. So any dish, you can imagine that melted over nachos with some jalapenos and some ground beef.
I bet it melts good because the consistency also really creamy and kind of a little less hard consistency like some other cheeses, right?
Absolutely. The next one would be our Cascade Raw right here in the middle.
Let's do that one. Let me do the little one here.
So this one, very prestigious to be named runner-up in the cheddar category. Cheddar is the most competitive category of the American Cheese Society.
All over the world.
All over the world. It won its award right in the heart of Madison, Wisconsin, right in cheese country. So it was competing with the best of the best from around the country, around the world.
You got to feel pretty good when you go up against some cheeseheads and win.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
I mean, I like the pack. There's nothing wrong with the Packers, but I'm just saying.
But you can get just as good or better in Utah.
That's right.
So we'll follow that up with our vanilla bean, which you tried a little bit earlier.
Yeah, I have to say, I was pretty impressed with this one.
Thank you.
So
this is your newest.
One of our newest ones, you can imagine that when you pair it with apples and pears, something about the texture and flavor of those fruits really causes the vanilla to pop in your mouth, creating an explosion of flavor. Very, very unique cheese. But if you were to do a dessert board, just a very healthy option, a little bit of this cheese with some apples and pears, great party platter or whatever you're doing.
Not that ice cream isn't good, but this is a good and awfully better
Absolutely.
alternative.
It doesn't melt. You can leave it out all night and enjoy it.
Wow.
It's kind of fun because the vanilla isn't overbearing. It's more of a unique almost finish with stronger vanilla. If you notice when you're completed with the cheese, it's stronger and stronger and stronger.
You know, that's an important part. You know, we talk about, I mean, tasting cheeses is just as sophisticated as tasting wines. There are some techniques involved with the real tasters that really know what they're doing. But there are parts of that taste that are important, and one of them is the aftertaste, right?
Absolutely.
And this is definitely, with that one, you taste that vanilla.
So this is going on to our Wasatch Backjack, named after our creamery being located on the back of the Wasatch.
Right.
Really catchy name, but this is a national champion pepper jack, #1 in the country, beat everybody else.
I can see why, for a couple reasons. I don't like the pepper jacks that have such big pieces in it that you're like, okay, I kind of just wanted some cheese too.
Sure.
Right?
Yep.
This is a really nice mix.
And this one also, like the queso fresco, features a salsa that we make ourselves that we press right in that gives that added flavor, but it doesn't overwhelm the cheese. It's a really nice balance. And as such, won national champion there.
And still spicy.
Absolutely.
Ooh, I like it.
The kick really hits you towards the end.
Yeah. That is terrific. Oh, man. So talk to me about the varieties now. How many do we have all together, the Heber Valley Artisan cheese?
Total with everything, we make 5 different types of cheeses. Pasteurized milk cheddar, queso fresco, jack, which is the base of our Wasatch Backjack, the Ustalipa, and then our raw milk cheddar. So within those types of cheeses, however, we play around with a lot of different flavors. So
this
like
is
our
where
vanilla
Russel
bean
gets
rub,
a little crazy, doesn't he?
like our vanilla bean rub, we'll rub cheeses as they age. That flavor penetrates, creates a unique flavor, unique texture within the cheese. And so within the cheddar category, I have probably about 15 to 20 different types
you've
of
tried
cheddar.
Coffee, I heard, right?
We've tried all sorts of things.
You've tried all kinds of stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so only the best of the best come through our cheese tasting events. So when we mentioned that cheese tasting event earlier where you're sampling things, you're actually grading them for us, which allows us to go back, analyze the cheeses, decide which ones we want to put into production, and also gives us an age profile. So I know the optimal time to eat a vanilla bean cheddar. Oh. So because they'll all age at different rates and they'll develop flavors at different rates.
And
so you want to find the
figure out where
prime time.
that spot is.
Exactly.
Ooh, that's interesting.
Another thing we do in our store is raw milk. We also do gift baskets, and they can buy those online and have them shipped anywhere, or they can do it. So these are just some unique things that we do.
Looking at all the great stuff that's in here. You've got a variety of cheeses, and they're vacuum packed, which means that you don't have to keep them cold, right? Is that the case?
Well, you want to keep
some
them
of
cool.
them you do have to.
You want to keep them cool, but not necessarily in the refrigerator. As long as you keep them in a nice cool spot, they're going to be fine.
Wow. So you've got a couple of cheeses here. We've got one of these the Heber Valley jams, which is the root. This one's the rhubarb, which, by the way,
we do all of our jams are rhubarb. We do 7 different flavors of rhubarb-based jams, and in different flavors, and it's really a unique twist to it.
And is this fudge in the back?
That is fudge.
Don't let Chelsea see.
We call it cow pie fudge.
Is that right?
That's right.
Well, that is a nice gift for anyone, I think. This is a good graduation gift. Or,
Absolutely.
You know, Father's Day is coming.
That's right. That's right.
So that's a nice one. And about the raw milk, let's talk about that for a minute. People have some misconceptions about what that means and where they can get raw milk, and let's talk about that a minute. Because I remember when I was a kid, we still, I grew up in Logan.
Sure.
We rode over to the farm next door, and we got raw milk.
Sure.
That was normal.
Well, raw milk is as natural as you can get it. So all that's been done to it is it's been milked, filtered, and cooled, and that's it. That said, there's a lot of debate and controversy about raw milk, but one of the benefits to raw milk is that you're actually preserving the natural probiotics and enzymes that are really good for your body.
That otherwise get destroyed.
That otherwise get destroyed when you pasteurize it. Exactly. So it gives you a good, healthy supplement to your stomach that helps you process foods a little bit better, and it's a good natural option. Like you said, people grew up for thousands of years drinking raw milk.
Exactly.
And so as long as it's carefully prepared and we take extreme measures to make sure it's as clean as possible.
Well, yeah, you guys really do. I mean, I watch you even here. You're like, you're meticulous even on a set. And sometimes people get into a television set and they're like, it's no big deal. You guys are like washing your hands, bringing the sanitizer, putting on gloves. I'm like, wow, you're serious about it. And when you get back there, it's utterly sterile. It's amazing. Chelsea can talk about this because she knows from going there and making cheese. You guys are serious about making sure that the quality and the safety is at the absolute utmost.
Absolutely, that's the most important to us.
Our goal is to be able to give people a unique experience, a fun experience, and make sure that it's a healthy choice.
Yeah. What I've always noticed about farmers is they think of everybody as family, especially when you come to the farm, right?
That's right.
And that's where you go to get the cheese, so there you go.
Yeah.
Well, this is awesome stuff. I got to try a little more Ustaliba, especially with a little that rhubarb on it. So I'm going to do that as we go out to break. Where can people find you guys at? You're on the web too, right?
So yeah, we'd love to have people come visit our website, HeberValleyCheese.com. We are running a promotion.
Yeah.
You type in the coupon code
throw
Molly,
this up on
the name
screen
of our
right now.
calf that we brought with us today. If you type in Molly, you're going to get 25% off your order. You can order whatever you'd like, and we can ship it right to your door. The other option you've got is coming into our farm store over in Midway. We'd love to have you come visit. It's absolutely beautiful up there this time of year. It's a great place
Green
to come.
pastures,
Absolutely.
cows that are happy.
Absolutely, and you can enjoy, the atmosphere. You can actually watch us make cheese if you come on a Tuesday or Thursday. There's a window right into the room, so you can see what we're doing. But we're going to also throw on a 25% discount through our store for the next 2 days as well.
That's terrific, man. Wow. Thank you guys so much for doing that for our viewers. I know they're going to appreciate it, and I'm telling you, once they get the cheese, they're going to really appreciate it. I'm thinking you plan a day out of this, maybe even a weekend, because there's so many great things to do over in that neck of the woods. You could go over and stay at Zermatt, and then come over in the morning, make some cheese, go out and hit the river just at the right time to catch some fish. They're just right there behind you guys.
That's right.
It's pretty ideal. You can set up a pretty nice weekend out of that. And for sure, you're going to have some great cheese to take home with you as well. It's Heber Valley Artisan Cheese. Thanks, guys, so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, we got a lot more coming up on the Mountain Morning Show. I don't know if we can beat a cow, but we've got something else, so we'll see if it can be as good as that right after these messages.